Stu here with Raid Shadow Legends. Let's go over some new news that just came out about the champions that are coming with Veil on them. I'm sure you've seen it. If you've logged in today, you have seen it. So it talks about Teleria and the new champions are coming out, and that there are I mean, they look, the character models right here look pretty sweet. This is, you know, a reused one, but it looks like there might be maybe a few that are new. I hope they don't just keep reusing the same ones and putting different skins on them over and over and over again. So we're going to get some new ones. The main point of that is to hold your summons. Look at those beautiful yellow sacred. Are they yellow or gold? Gold sacred shards. We've got some void, we've got some ancients. I'll probably pick up some more in the next couple days if I can, see what we have for the new stuff that's coming out. So hold your summons, do not summon. Also, I want to take my champions that I used in Dragons 20, run them through Ice Golems 20, see what happens. I did it for about 10 seconds and I was like, let me go ahead and stop and record just so we can do it together. If we make it, we make it. If we don't, I like to see it firsthand for myself instead of going over the recording of it. Also, we have, what do we have over here? We have a comment that I read on Reddit that was pretty funny to me. Mr. Young, oh, is it big enough? Here we go. One second. Okay. Whoa. So Mr. Young Drew, I like how Stu looks like a cage fighter, but sounds like someone who would ask you if you are all right. And it made somebody laugh. That is true, Mr. Young. I would ask you if you are all right. There is a story about the old Japanese people around my area, because let's go ahead and get into this and I'll tell you my story about that. So we want to go into dungeons. We're going to go to Ice Golems 20. And again, I did do it for a short time, but we're going to do it again because I did it for about 30 seconds. It looked pretty good. So let's see what happens together. So we have the usual people that we used in Dragons 20. If you haven't seen that, I did an all rare runs Dragon 20 video, just the last video, so it's not hard to miss if you're looking at my YouTube site. Wow, we got some good stuns there. So we have Kale with the stun artifacts. We have Seducer with provoke artifacts. We've got Painkeeper with nothing that matters. She just got the heal, the reduce heal artifacts. And then we've got, who do we have here? We have a Temptress, so that Seducer can do his skill 4. Because we have to have Temptress on the team. Doesn't matter if she dies or not, and we have Apothecary. Now, this wave could be hard if these girls buff up and do their counterattack along with their block debuffs. Okay, they keep getting stunned. We're getting some really good stuns here. And I think that's kind of what we're going to need to do. Dragons is tuned very nicely for everybody. I think it's one of the best tuned, well-tuned things in the game for 20, that it is hard, but it's not too terribly hard. Golems 20, Spiders 20 for sure. Even lower Spiders are tuned way too much. Way too much to bring in anything like this, I feel like. So we'll have to see. This is going really well though right now. So my story here in Japan, you know, I've been living here for years in this house. We live in a neighborhood with a lot of elderly people. So, you know, they don't speak English, and the ones that do speak a little bit of English know me pretty well. So there was a gentleman that lives around the corner from my house. I could see him from my yard. He couldn't get up the stairs into his house. He's very old. So I went over there, and though we couldn't speak to each other, he knew I was there to help him. So I had to actually lift this guy up, physically lift this guy up pretty much to get him into his house. So sad story, he died months later. And I was actually here when they came to pick him up, and he had passed away. So it was very sad. But I didn't know that he'd gone around and told everybody in the neighborhood that I helped him. And so after he had passed away, Japanese people who could speak English would come to me and tell me, you know, how much they appreciated, you know, helping him, and that he told them his story that I helped him out. So yes, Mr. Young, I would help you out. People do say that about me sometimes. If I'm not smiling, or they just look at me and I'm just walking and maybe I might look mean or whatever, but I can assure you I'm not. So let's get into this. Let's see what's going on. That is the end of my story. Gives us something to listen to while we are going through this run here. It is still looking. I can't believe Temptress is alive, even though it doesn't look like she's not going to be very long. Okay, wow, she made it. That is impressive. Now the Terror Beasts here, since they have been redone, along with the stuns and everything else that happens here, I don't think we're gonna make it past this. These guys hit way too hard, and whenever you tune a champion like this, you need to go back and make sure that they're not overtuned for whatever content that they are in. Not saying that these guys are overtuned, but I don't see anybody out there doing, you know, Golems 20 with rares for sure, and I don't see them doing it without a lot of, you know, really good support. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how this goes. If we can we just need to be able to control these guys. If we can get enough stuns off, sure. Even if I had a 3-turn shield artifact set on a Painkeeper, it would have probably worn off by now or will wear off soon. So that's not, I don't think that's going to help out very much because it's only for 3 turns. Man, we are getting some key stuns. Ooh, we need Kale. Another situation where we probably need Kale to take the boss down. Otherwise, we're going to be just picking at him for so long. It's not going to go well. Let's see. Okay, we got attack down on everybody. That's going to help out tremendously. I just want to get to the boss. If we can make to the boss, I will be happy. Even if this is just a once in a 10 shot. These guys, nope, he's dead. Oh man, he only hit once. Okay, it wasn't his. It was just his skill 1. Come on. If Seducer can get some taunts here, some provokes. If Seducer can get some provokes here, we can be all right. He's getting the shared up. Come on, we got another stun. Yeah. So I think really to be able to successfully get through this, we need to have more control. We need to have Painkeeper maybe with provoke or. Oh man, that's not good. That's not good. No, she's gonna go. She's gonna kill him. She's gonna kill him. She's gonna kill everybody. Okay, we need Painkeeper with either provoke or stun artifacts, and maybe even Apothecary or somebody else in here besides Apothecary. Maybe I could I could bring in what's her name? High Katoon, because she is a 30-day login for free, so everybody will have her. We could bring her in here with some more control because she will do the same thing as Apothecary, but we won't have those heals, and we kind of need those heals, as you can see, going through this. But maybe with more control with High Katoon, because she does have an AoE, but it's not on a low cooldown. I don't know. At least we made it to the boss. Let's see what happens here. This would be like a 2-hour fight if we could actually kill the boss. I might as well select the boss because... No, we won't select the boss. Because once he reaches those thresholds and hits everybody with negative 100%, goes through 100% of defense, and then he has a much higher chance to stun, it just won't work out. It won't work out well. Let's just see how long. I don't want to make... I don't want to make a 30-minute video, right? Nobody wants to see that. But what I can do is that if this video does run long like that, which I don't think it will. I think my guys are going to die. If it does run long, what I'll do is I'll just chop it, and we'll skip to the very end, and then I'll post that instead. I'll chop it, like right here, I would chop, and then I'll post the last minute, and then we'll be done with it and see what we have. But I really have a feeling that my people, my boys here, and my lady, Painkeeper, aren't going to be able to do this. We can keep the debuffs off sometimes, because we won't do well with the heal block. We won't do well for sure with the decreased defense. Oh, he came out, okay. Because it's a 3-turn. It's crazy. It's 3 turns. It's so much. I know a lot of people have problems with Golems 20. We're dead. We're dead. We're so dead. And I know a lot of people have problems with Fire Knight 20, and that's a whole different issue with being able to hit the boss 10 times to bring down his shield. And spiders is a huge issue. It really needs to be looked at. It really needs to be retuned because it is too hard for people to do, for the average person to do. Even lower spiders, even 13 and on for the average person is very hard. Man, Seducer's holding out a little bit more than I would expect him to. So what do you think we should do? Yes, defeated. We get it. Dun dun dun. So what do you guys think? What could we bring in here? I could come in here with something besides her. I could come in with our boy Shield Guard, but that's just giving us more AoE. If I had stun artifacts on him or something like that, we might be able to bring everybody to the boss. But then what are we going to do when we get to the boss? Are we going to actually be able to take down the side guys even slowly? That's fine. We're going to need a way, and Seducer's there to block the debuffs sometimes, but we need kind of maybe a debuff remover as well, possibly, just to really cover all the bases. But then we need to be able to survive that wave 2, which is going to be very hard. So I don't know. I think this is going to be very challenging, and it's a fun new challenge to do, like we had with like I had with working with Dragons. Dragons 20 is still not over. I have a lot of work to do to make that team better and faster. But this one, I just don't know who we would sub in here. I mean, we could always go for somebody like Steel Skull, but then we're bringing in an epic. It's an epic that a lot of people have and that use on the clan boss, so he should be built up very, very strong, and he should be 60 if somebody has them on their account. But I don't really want to bring him in. I want to bring in somebody that's a little less used, maybe like Grumbler. If we need additional, it would just be, it would be a forever fight though. Even if we could do this, I mean, we did a 7-minute Dragons fight, so that wasn't too bad, and I know we can improve on it, so I'm not worried about that. But anyways, let's think about it. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you can do. Do not summon. Whatever you do right now, if you have shards, save your shards. Do not summon, because we have those champions coming out. We have the veiled champions that are much like my boy here, bats that can go into cloak and attack from the shadows. So save your summons, and I will see you all on the next video.